Hey guys, welcome to another cooking class with Chef It Up to Go Tampa Bay. I'm Mr. Chris. Along with me I've got Kendall and Reagan. We're going to make another fun food item for you today. I hope you guys have a blast. I hope everybody's doing really well, staying safe with our social distancing. Before we get started, we want to make sure we wash our hands. Like they've been saying, we want to make sure we have them washed for 20 seconds at least. We've already washed our hands, and I'm going to put on some gloves before we get started. So we're gonna make a cheese Danish today. Okay guys, now that I have my gloves on, we're gonna go ahead and get started on the filling. So we're gonna be adding some cream cheese, some sugar, vanilla extract, and maybe a little bit of lemon zest. So we're gonna start with the cream cheese. So Kendall, can you help me put the cream cheese into the bowl?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Should I just put the whole thing in?
Yep, whole thing, just dump it right in there. Perfect. Okay, so now that we have our cream cheese in our bowl, we're gonna go ahead and start with our mixing. So Reagan, I'm gonna have you pick up the mixer very carefully. Make sure that we put the mixer into the bowl before we turn it on, okay? So go ahead and put it in there, and you can turn it on. We're gonna mash up some of this cream cheese a little bit. You got it? Use two hands if you need to. There you go. Now, if you're at home and you don't feel comfortable with somebody using the mixer, you can definitely do this by hand and use a spoon, okay? But just to go a little quicker, we're gonna use the mixer today. All right, let's go ahead and stop it for 1 second. And we're gonna dump in our ½ a cup of sugar. So we can pour it all right in there. All right, and then we're also gonna put in 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Pour that in there, great. And continue to mix. All right, so our consistency looks pretty good in there. So you can go ahead and stop with the mixing. Good. What we're gonna do is we can tap this on the side of the bowl just a little bit to try and get some of the extra filling out. And then the last thing we're gonna add in here is our lemon zest to give it a little bit more of a lemon flavor, okay? So we're gonna be using our graters at this point. You wanna make sure when you're using your graters that you keep your fingers away from them at all times. Both of them are fairly sharp. You wanna make sure that you don't get your fingers caught. So when we're doing it, we wanna make sure that we're holding our lemon and we're holding our zester pretty firmly. Sometimes you can angle it down on the table and go down towards it, okay? But make sure your fingers are always away from the blade part, okay? We can do the exact same with our grater, okay? So go ahead and grab your lemon and your grater and go ahead and give some zesting right over that plate. Good. Real good zesting. Now the plate's gonna help us see how much we've actually zested. If you need to, after you've grated a little bit, you can take your zester and tap it on the table to get some of the stuff out. Okay, so we've got our 1 teaspoon of grated lemon, our lemon zest, and we're gonna add that into our bowl. So go ahead and dump that in there. Perfect. And then we're gonna use our spoon. We're actually gonna stir and mix with that spoon a little bit, okay? So we can each take a couple turns. Go ahead and start stirring. So we're gonna push this out of the way. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna work on our pastry. Now what we usually do is you cut your pastry, you get your puff pastry out of the freezer, you let it thaw, and then what we do is we cut it into little squares. So out of 1 full sheet, you can probably get about 9 squares. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some decorative cuts on this to make it look a little bit cooler when we bake it, all right? So I'm gonna bring you guys a little closer as we show you how to cut. Okay, so the first design we're gonna do is called the pinwheel. So if you take 1 piece, you put it on your plate, and you get a safety knife. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make 4 cuts on this, but we wanna make sure that we don't cut all the way to the middle. You guys understand? So our finished piece should look roughly, roughly like this, okay? So why don't you guys show me how we make that cut, okay?
Okay.
So we start all the way to the corner, we press down and pull back.
Mine's not gonna.
That's good. Go to the next one. Press down and pull back. Good. Turn it around again. Press down and pull back. And remember, we're not cutting the middle. Press down and pull back. Perfect. All right, guys. So, like we said, we're gonna do our pinwheel first. So we've got to cut where we leave the center all intact, and we cut out towards the ends. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys how to fold this. I'm gonna have Kendall and Reagan do it as well. So what you wanna do is you're gonna start with 1 corner, and you're gonna point that up towards the middle. and you can kind of push it down, okay? After you do that, we're gonna skip this one and we're gonna go to the next piece and we're gonna point that in towards the middle. We're gonna skip one more time and go to the far piece. And we're gonna pull him in. In the end, this is gonna look almost like a ninja star. So we're gonna take this piece and skip it and come all the way to our last piece, and we're gonna point him in towards the middle too.
Daddy.
Okay guys, so now that you have your pinwheel in shape, we're gonna grab just a little bit of our filling. So if you wanna grab a little spoonful, we're gonna take that and that's gonna go right in the middle. You can use your finger, or if you've got a little knife, you can use that to kind of put that right in the middle of your pinwheel. All right, looking good? Beautiful. Once you have those in there, you can use your spoon, kind of press it down just a little bit, make sure it's right in the middle, and then we're gonna get these onto our cookie sheets. Okay, so you guys should have your pinwheels put together. We're also gonna show you how to make a diamond shape. Okay, so for our diamond shape that we're gonna make, you wanna make sure you have more of a square. And the first thing you wanna do, and you guys can do it with me, is you wanna take one corner and you're gonna fold it directly over to the other corner so it makes kind of like a triangle, right? You want to make sure it's as even as possible, as close as possible, okay? Good. Now we're going to grab our knives, and what we're going to do is we're going to take our knife, and we don't want to cut into each other or all the way through, but we're going to cut all the way down one side. I like to put it in, teeter a little bit, and then pull away.
I won't pull away, so I have to pick it up.
Well, teeter it just a little bit more, and push and pull away. There you go, perfect. So we're gonna do that to the other side as well, but we don't want it to connect. So we're gonna push down, teeter it a little bit, and then pull it away. You guys got it?
Kind of.
Good. After you have that, you can go ahead and open up your triangle back into a square. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna overlap the two outside pieces. So one piece comes down towards our bottom of our diamond, and then the other bottom piece is gonna flip all the way up to the top. All right guys, so now that we have our diamonds, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a little bit of filling right inside this diamond shape that we have here, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and grab some of our filling. Grab some of our filling. And we're gonna put that right inside that diamond shape. And we wanted to fill it up. All right, once you guys get those filled up, you're gonna put them in the oven at 385 degrees for about 13 to 16 minutes or until golden brown. And then once they come out, they should look perfect and you guys can enjoy. I hope you guys had fun. Please subscribe to our page and share a picture of the ones that you guys made. Thanks so much. Bye.